What's up, YouTube? Sean the Gamer here, and I want to talk to you guys for a few minutes about the Flash season finale that aired May 24th, 2016, season 2 finale, and it was a really, really good show. Really good episode. The season in general, I kind of went over in my last Flash video. We were talking about the theories and things like that. But overall, this whole season has been revolving around Zoom. I want to say the Reverse Flash has been revolving around Zoom from Earth 2, and now he's been going around killing everybody. And Barry can't stop him. Barry done got his speed took at least twice and lost his speed twice this season. His dad died. Who else died on this show? Somebody else died on this show. Oh, Patty Spivot left and broke up with Barry. Iris and Barry started working on a relationship together. Cisco is a metahuman. Wally West showed up. Jesse Quick showed up. This is a really quick season recap. What's her name? Caitlin got kidnapped. She got PTSD now. Because of Zoom. And then it all culminates to Barry going into the Speed Force to get his speed back after he tried to replicate the Velocity 9, the accident that gave him his powers. He tried to recreate that. We learned that Zoom, aka Hunter Zolomon, had the exact same thing, pretty much the same backstory as Barry, except in a bad way. His parents died. His mom got killed by his dad in front of him because his dad was a crazy, angry war vet. All that stuff happened. So in the last episode before this, we talked about the death of Barry's father, and this episode starts off with that. And it was just a really good episode from start to finish. Zoom finally tells Barry what he wants, a race, yada, yada, yada. They figure out he's trying to, say, power this big machine that can pretty much blow up the multiverse. And there's one thing I don't like. I hate the way Barry says multiverse. Because he says it like he doesn't read comics. Like, he's like, what the hell is, he's like, multiverse? So it's like, whatever, that's a small gripe I have, but the show itself was really good. A lot of emotional moments, the funeral, the stuff between Barry and Iris, and stuff, when Joe got took because they made this plan, because Barry was like, fuck it, I'm gonna race him, I'm gonna kill him, I'm gonna beat his ass, because I don't know if they ever brought back the whatchamacallit thing, the como se dice, the thing that made Barry like 4 times faster, that the speed increased her thinking. I don't know if they brought that back. I don't know if that's still a part of his outfit, but at this point Barry is faster than Zoom. If he has that thing on his chest, he's probably faster than Zoom naturally now because of the time he spent positively in the Speed Force, reconciling with his mother's death, which we'll talk about, and all that good stuff. So the team doesn't think it's a good idea for Barry to raise Zoom, so Joe tries to talk him out of it. Doesn't work, so they trank him, put him into the containment cells where his powers are dampened, so he can't warp his way out of it and stuff. And they try to come up with a plan to stop Zoom on its own. It works, but it doesn't work because the gun that Joe has to use to like trank him and throw him into Earth 2 portal was jammed, so he had to go do it manually and stab him with the tranks. And Zoom pulled him in. So Joe is in Earth 2 running amok with Joe captured. He kind of explains his backstory, how he got speed, how he kept getting faster, why he needed to take people's speed, and all that stuff. It turns out that this Zoom has been on a whole bunch of different Earths, so he knows about the multiverse and things like that, which he already knew about the multiverse. So that's how he got the Man in the Iron Mask, which we'll talk about in a second, because once again, I'm right. So probably before this video, you're going to see a wrestling video entitled something along the line of a brand split, which I also called right too. I'm just a prophet. I'm a prophet. Nobody listens to me. But let's continue on with this little quick episode review. So, that doesn't work. Their plan doesn't work. he explains to Joe everything about his backstory, about his own Hunter Zolomon, the real man in Iron Mask, why he needs to kill Barry, and what his plan is. So after that doesn't work, Wally comes into the thing. They tell Wally what happens. Wally's like, "You guys are fucking dumb." He goes to free Barry, and Barry tells him, "You guys are fucking dumb." And then he proceeds to tell Cisco to vibe his way over to Earth 2, tell Zoom to get his ass back over here with Joe so we can have this race. Of course, Barry has a backup plan just in case. So we get to the race. Barry is, it seems like he's racing him. Like, Barry is running, but it doesn't like he's racing him. It's just like he has a plan. So what he does is he creates a time remnant. A time remnant, which we've seen Zoom use several times in the past to help get himself faster and things like that, or as a distraction. But this time, Barry uses his time remnant to run in the opposite way of the machine. That way, it will shut it down. This is a shout out to the comics. I'm not going to go too deep in. This is an Easter egg for the comics. I'm not going to go too deep in detail about it, but if you want to, I'll leave Emergency Awesome's channel like I always do down below when it comes to these comic books type things. So his time remnant pretty much saves Joe from his chains because he was captured. Saves Joe, and he runs in opposite way, and in doing that, his body can't take the speed, so he turns into Speed Force energy. And then it stops the machine. Zoom is mad. Zoom and Barry get into it. And then they start fighting. Barry has the upper hand. Barry's about to kill him. And then Zoom's like, "Oh, you can't kill me. You're a little bitch." And then the time wraiths come, all Harry Potter style. Like the Dementors. They come in like the Dementors and tear his soul apart. And we think we're finally reconciled. They take the man. They go save the man in the Iron Mask, thank God. And it turns out to be Jay Garrick, a.k.a. Henry Allen from Earth 3, who called it your boy. Your boy called it. So, I know I had somebody comment on the last video say, "Oh, they won't do it just because he played Henry Allen. No, he played Barry Allen back in the old Flash that had a season or two or whatever." But it doesn't matter. It's a TV show. Like, he had his guess. I think he thought it was like Barry Allen from Earth 3. But it's okay. You're not the prophet. I'm the prophet, baby. I'm the prophet. So just listen to me, and I will never steer you wrong. I'm the prophet of YouTube. So, anyways, it's Henry Allen from Earth 3, a.k.a. the real Jay Garrick from Earth 3. He got captured by Zoom, but Zoom could not take his Speed Force for some reason, so he just had him in the cage, and the mask he had on was dampening his power. So when he spelled out Jay Garrick, it was really his name. He was like, "I'm Jay Garrick, help me." So I like that. I like that a lot. Barry couldn't take it, so when and Wells and Jesse, they go back to Earth 2. And Jay Garrick goes back to Earth 3, his Earth, which in the comic is Crime Syndicate Earth. So I wonder if we're going to see that maybe in a future season, because the next season is going to be a version of Flashpoint's Paradox, which is because at the end of the episode, Barry's dumbass goes back to the past to when his mom died and saves his mother. Oh. So we're going into some version of Flashpoint Paradox for season 3. Maybe the first half of season 3 is going to be Flashpoint Paradox. And then he's going to go back to his time, and there's going to be some consequences there for maybe the second half of the season. So that'll be really cool. But all in all, a really good season of Flash this year. I didn't want it to end. This episode was really good. I think the only episode I probably missed was the Time Wraith episode. So I have to go back and watch the Time Wraith episode. But all in all, watching Zoom get ate up by the Dementors was great. Just go watch it if you haven't already. Sorry about all the spoilers. I didn't give you guys a spoiler warning at the beginning, but it will be in the title of Spoiler Field. So if you were here and you didn't want spoilers, but you stayed all the way to the video, your fault. Comment down below what you thought about this episode and the season itself. Like if you haven't already. Share this video with your friends and subscribe if you have not already. Arrow comes on tonight, Wednesday, the 25th. So hopefully within the next couple of days, I'll have my season finale and season review up on that as well, because I really enjoy Arrow. Probably not one for Legends of DC, but I'll probably have like a season 1 recap when season 2 comes out, just so I can catch up, because I think they're doing a whole bunch of cool stuff with the Hawk Peoples and things like that. And the same thing goes with Supergirl. So we're going to have the whole DC lineup on the channel. I'll probably start doing like Twitter exclusive videos, just so I can have some diversity, you know, but throughout YouTube and Twitter and things like that, just so you know, just to be cool. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to follow me on anything other than YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, all linked down in the description below. With all that being said, remember, I am your boy, the Prophet Sean the Gamer, and I am out of here.